So it's May 13th, 2026. This is Darcy's Corner. I just did a quick look back through my archive. I've been making these types of videos since June 2020. So 6 years now. I've been actively out and on social media, just documenting my journey, and I wanted to show a success story of where I started from and where I'm at now. Now, because I'm staying at a relative's and they're elderly and I don't want this to be part of their situation. Hold on. Sorry, I had to pause the video and correct my dog. And if it starts raining, I'm going to have to go inside. Anyway, but I don't want to air this in front of them. And I just had a massive confrontation with a relative out here. And the thing is, I knew those confrontations were going to be here. I've talked about other confrontations I have with relatives out here. And that's why I didn't want to come back here. Now, I love it here, okay? I love the people in that house right there. And the environment here, outside of my family, is amazing. I have community. I was having a really bad day the other day, and I went to the local card shop, and the lady who runs it says, "Do you need a hug?" And she gave me a hug. It was wonderful. Everybody there respects my pronouns. Everybody there is kind to me. And there's a lot of people there. And then when I go to work, I'm working currently at a retail store, but it's a temporary thing because I'm working for the greenhouse. And all my coworkers respect my pronouns. Everybody treats me with kindness. Lots of times I'll hear, "There he goes," or "He's over there." But they see what they see, they hear what they hear, and that's usually customers anyway. And my coworkers have corrected themselves a couple times now. You know, we don't expect us trans folks, especially the older ones, don't expect you all to get this if you don't get it. And we understand that you see what you see. And if you've known us for our lifetime, then up until the point where we decided to come out, you thought we were the gender that you thought we were. And you used the name that you used, right? We care that you try. We care that you make an effort. And the thing is, if you're part of my circle and if you made the conscious choice not to learn about this, you've had 6 years. You have YouTube. If you're watching this, you've got YouTube. Maybe you're watching on TikTok. You can go learn about this from other people who have had this experience. Or you can go learn about it from Fox News and Jordan Peterson. And, what's her face? Daniel Smith, running my province, trying to hurt trans people. Trying to unalive as many of them as you can. Because that's what happens, you know. We unalive ourselves. You know what the number one cause of that is? Lack of acceptance from our families. The last time I left this place was 3 years ago, and I was never, ever, ever going to come back. Even for the funerals of the people in that home, who I love a lot. One of them has dementia. Always misgenders me, always gets my name wrong. He has an excuse. He has dementia. But he's always kind to me, though. Yesterday, he was telling me a story about, those men that want to be women. And I said, can't stand them. And my grandmother's there, and she's shaking her head, and she's telling him to stop, but it's not very nice. And he just carries on, saying how, he would like to take people like me and throw us in a ditch and throw dirt on us. Now, I know he's never going to hurt me. And I know he's just talking and bluster. I also know he has dementia, and so he's living in the world he's living in, and so, you just have to tolerate people where they're at. The rest of my family does not have dementia. So when they deliberately come up to me and call me a liar, call me a he, him, and decide that I'm a man because they know what's between my legs, number one, they don't know. Number two, that's not what makes you a man or a woman. And people don't call me he, him because of what's between my legs. I don't walk around with whatever's between my legs showing to people. They call me he, him because of my face structure. And it's gotten more feminine, but it's not there all the way. Because I'm doing this in my 40s. They call me he, him because my voice is deep. And they call me he, him because I have facial hair that I can't get rid of. Because it's very expensive to get rid of it. And I've been trying for years. I don't walk right. Because there's a certain way that men walk and a certain way that women walk. And I was socialized as a man for 30 years. From the age of 10, or before then, but really from the age of 10 to the age of 30, 40, when I just finally came out. Okay, that's 30 years of conditioning that I'm fighting. So I know I don't look right, and I know I don't sound right. You know what's going to take to fix what I sound like? I mean, I can artificially raise the tone of my voice, and it won't sound falsetto. But the problem is I can't keep it there, and I can't stay there in the moment. If as soon as I'm startled by something or whatever, I default to this voice. That's the feminine that people hear, okay? The feminine that people see is the facial structure and the body structure. I have a chest. I don't have, a woman's butt. Because again, I'm doing this in my 40s, so you get what you get. Puberty and the wrong hormones, in my case the wrong hormone was testosterone, make some things kind of permanent and hard to fix. And you just have to play the hand you're dealt. Yeah, I should have come out when I was 10 instead of hiding. I should have come out when I was 20 and my first marriage went to shit. I didn't know I was trans then, though. I knew I was queer. I just didn't understand what it was. I didn't get it. I knew I wanted to wear women's clothing. I didn't know why. I, too, thought it was a fetish. Because I didn't know. And I hated myself for it. I hated the queer in me for decades. And then I discovered the miracle of hypnotherapy. And what I did was I went inside my mind and I took out the shame. That's what I took out, the shame. I no longer feel ashamed that I'm a woman. I no longer feel ashamed that I don't match or blend. I no longer feel ashamed that I'm attracted to who I'm attracted to. And mostly it's women. A little it's men. There's no more shame. But I will not be shamed. And if I'm attacked in my home, in my safe space, you better believe, I will defend myself as though I'm defending my life, because I am. When we have a bad day, and we don't know what day is going to be a bad day, all those horrible, shitty things that are said to us come back to us on that day, in that moment. Again, we are 4 times more likely to than the average person. And the number one determining factor in that is acceptance from our families. I do not need to tolerate being attacked in my home, ever. And I won't be. I won't be shamed. I won't be called a liar. And my pronouns are what they are. And if you can't respect me, then do not talk to me. Do not address me. Do not come anywhere near me. You are a toxic person to me. And you're a disgusting human being. You could go learn about this. You don't have to hear this from me. There are millions of YouTube and TikTok videos explaining this phenomenon. Go learn from actual people who understand this, what it's like to deal with this. That's my Darcy's Corner for today. Sorry for the rant. Peace.